All I can do is shake my head, people.
We have the
That's
technology.
all I can do is shake
And
my
the
head.
Bionic Woman. Don't forget.
That's right. That's
The love of
right.
his life, the Bionic Woman.
Yes, the Bionic Woman.
Mm,
You're
mm.
too young to know about that. Young. That show was way off the air before you grew up.
I know the whole story. I remember when they reunited and she was mad and didn't remember him and they had a fight.
Oh, look at that! You remember? Look at
Those are my
you.
shows.
You must have saw it on
No, I watched those shows.
what do you call
TV
it?
Land.
Yeah, TV Land.
I know a lot
TV
to only
Land.
be
Damn.
35.
Me TV. You been watching Me TV?
I know a lot in my short 35 years on this earth.
Yeah.
That's
Are we
right.
ready
You
for
only
another
on
shot?
the age.
Another shot. Another shot.
Okay.
I need to edit.
Oh, give
Like,
me,
HBO Max. HBO Max.
get the
Wait, but Murray, did you see my face? I was like,
I know, like, whoa, it's a recording.
I'm putting that on TikTok too.
That's the part where she's like, cut, edit.
Yeah, that's blooper reel. That's
And
what
look,
I'm.
and when you do it, you gotta show something with the thing that go clap. You know,
Exactly.
take one.
Take two.
Blooper reel. Blooper reel.
oh,
What number we on?
4.
4.
Da, 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 da.
No.
He didn't turn to a wait. He turned to an ostrich, y'all. Did y'all see that?
What was it? What? Ostrich? What
You
did
ain't
he
see the neck movements?
do? Lord have mercy.
All right, y'all. Before we jump into the segments, we got to talk about. All right. Who y'all want to start with, Romeo or Bow Wow?
What they do?
Hey, wait.
I know about
said,
Romeo, but I don't know about Bow Wow.
Oh, I know about
Somebody
Romeo.
said, "How did
I know about both. Okay,
You know about both?
I know a little
Somebody said on the internet. They said, "Wait, I thought it was 2022. Why am I in 2001?"
They're both.
I'm like, yeah, that is around the time they both.
They're both rebelling in their own little ways. Yeah,
They are
Well,
rebelling.
well, okay. Who's
You got to hear the story first, B.
All right. So she don't know about Bow. Let's start with Bow.
Yeah, tell me about Bow Wow.
Let's start with Bow. And see, to me, this is completely different from the Romeo one. But let's go ahead. All right. So before we get to reading anything, I'm gonna start with this clip from Jermaine Dupri. All right.
Okay.
Created by me. I created the show for Bow Wow. I was watching MTV, and MTV had TRL, and they was catering to NSYNC, and they was catering to Backstreet Boys, and anything white that was coming out that was pop. They was allowing these kids to scream and holler at them. And I'm like, yo, we don't have nothing for black people. Like, where's the black kids that love music? Why don't they have a show like this? So I called Stephen Hill and I say, yo, I got an artist. We need to make a show just like TRL. He said, what's the artist? And I said, his name is Bow Wow. Of course, he was like, I don't. Everybody challenges what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Mind you, they wasn't gonna put Bow Wow on TRL like that because he was a rapper. He was a black little young boy rapping, but he also was 12 years old. Nobody on TV was 12 years old anywhere creating this type of fandemonium, right? I went to Stephen Hill and I'm like, yo, we need this show. We need this show. We need a show on BET that shows black artists like this. 106 in Park was created by me. I created the show.
All right. So before I go on, So for me, what I took from that is I don't know if y'all remember 106 in Park, like the inception, and so 106 in Park, I believe it debuted in the early 2000s. I'm gonna say 02. Don't quote me, but I believe 02 is the year. However, where Jermaine Dupri losing me is because AJ and Free started 106 in Park, and Bow Wow came after.
Right.
So it seems like that's the first thing I thought about immediately.
Right. I was sitting up there. When did Bow Wow join that show?
See, after AJ and Free.
Correct.
Well, no. After
as an artist though, because it sounded like he
Right.
was talking about him as an artist,
like his music.
right? Like,
No.
yeah, he hosted later, but
No,
I
that's not what he
believe
said.
no, he was saying he created 106 in Park.
no. But I'm saying Bow Wow's piece. Like, I could believe that he would be like one of the artists that kind of
Featured.
kicked it off, right?
Yeah,
Kick it
featured.
off and get it going. I didn't
Oh
take it that he was saying he
106 in
hosted
Park
it.
was already popping before Bow Wow got there.
No.
What you saying?
He went there as a host after AJ and Free.
Yes.
Well, Terrence and
Roxy.
Roxy too.
Roxy was there before
But I'm
Bow Wow
saying,
too.
I took what JD was saying is that he brought Bow Wow on as like a catalyst artist. Like, let's get this jumping off with these young artists.
That's what I got out of it too.
I didn't
How
take
did
it
y'all
like
get that? I totally got something different.
Yeah, I didn't.
He
He
was
wasn't
saying-
talking.
So
He definitely was a host later. Like, he was a
What
host.
he's
on the
saying
tail
is
end.
what happens is you go to a company with an idea. We need to create a talk show about rap artists and all that good stuff, videos and all that good stuff, interviews, bang, bang, bang. And I came to you with an idea, and I said, I want this guy to be the host of that show, this 12-year-old. This is what I'm thinking he's saying.
He wasn't
And
a 12-year-old host. He was grown when he hosted.
I know, but listen to
Right.
me. What he's saying is, I went to them with this idea.
Yeah.
BET took it and said, great idea. We ain't going with Bow Wow.
But we ain't
but
going
we're
with
going to
Bow
go
Wow.
with
Yes.
our artist. Great concept, JD. But we ain't going with the host you want us to go. And they took his idea and ran.
Yes.
And so what he's saying is, I gave them that idea. They just didn't want my guy to be the host.
It didn't sound like
that's what he's saying.
It didn't sound as though he was thinking of a 12-year-old as being the host.
Yes.
No, that's what he said.
That's exactly what he said.
It sounded to me like at first he was just one of the featured artists that helped propel the show. That's what it sounded like to me.
No. That's not.
Isn't that
That's
what you
not how I
heard,
read
Charlotte?
that interview.
Isn't that what you heard, Charlotte?
I did, but I would need to hear it again. I was listening, thinking he was saying, "Let me get Bow Wow on as this catalyst artist." Now, if he was saying him as a host,
because he didn't host until
Bow
like
Wow-
years
Yeah,
later.
Yeah, but that's the point that we're trying to make. Bow Wow didn't host until he was an adult at this time.
Yeah, he was grown. Yeah,
he was grown. He's saying when Bow Wow was 12, I went to Stephen Hill like, look, we got TRL over here. I got this idea for BET, the same thing like a TRL, but for our people, our culture, and I got an artist for you guys, Bow Wow.
Correct.
That's exactly what he said.
Yes.
Yeah, and
they
it
didn't want to
sound
take
like
the
he was
plunge.
saying an artist to be the host. He was saying like an artist to feature. That's what
Well,
it sounded like to
well,
me.
no, to host.
You got to
That's the
host the
point.
show.
Yeah.
Okay, but then so let's get into what the conflict is with
Yes,
Bow
to the
Wow.
conflict now. Yes, moving on.
But Bow Wow's is misunderstanding. If you put that quote back up from Bow Wow,
So
what he
Bow Wow says Jermaine Dupri ain't create 106 in Park. Stop the cap. Stephen Hill, Rick Grimes, and all the great people in the BET office and staff created that show. All I did was capitalize off of what they created and made it mine. I would know. I am Mr. 106. I would never take away from someone's creativity.
Okay. But I think he's misguided on how it all started.
Yeah, because you're 12 years old. So how do you know?
12. How would you know what I went to the battle for you?
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know the truth. If JD and what do you call it? Inflating the truth. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
well, Bow Wow's just saying that JD didn't create 106 in Park. That's what he's saying.
But the brat came back after him. That's what
Yes,
I
that's
came
what
upon.
I'm going to
The brat
continue.
came in and checked him. Because again, you're a kid, you don't know what's really going on.
What the brat say?
Oh,
Hold
she went in.
And then somebody tweeted the way JD has always been there for Bow Wow. And then Bow Wow says, I just wish he just do his own thing without having to bring me up. I wish dude the best of luck in his career and in life. We did some amazing things, but that chapter is closed. Now let's go to the brat.
106.
All right. So she even added him.
Mhm.
You really on some BS right now. Now you know I got all the receipts and know the whole stories to a lot. Don't do this. Respect the legend, respect the cultural icon, respect the person who made your career what it is. I'm asking you now to please stop. I'm sorry at Jermaine Dupri. I cannot be silent about this ish any longer.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, but who is Shad Moss?
That's Bow Wow.
Oh my, you know what?
Why would I know? Why would I know that's his name?
That's his government. That's his government name.
Well,
okay.
Well,
I don't know that.
I ain't gonna say I knew it either. So
it's okay.
It's only because I came across it. That's the only reason I know.
Go
She
ahead. Now what's
It's just
Well,
more.
she sounds like she's supporting what Jermaine Dupri is saying.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know if she's saying that.
No. She's not
That's
supporting
That's
whether
what I got out of it.
she's
Man,
not
how are y'all
supporting
reading
that.
this and getting
She's
totally
not
different?
supporting that he created the show. She's going at Bow Wow for going at Jermaine Dupri like that.
Right.
She's saying, look, he
But look at the
supported me.
last sentence. He discussed creating 106 before it was created, so Black people could have their own. She's saying he did. He was part of the catalyst to get us going. So she's supporting the fact that he helped create 106 in Park.
Correct. And that's what I was getting at. I'm like, sometimes we as artists, we go to producers or whatever with an idea. We as artists, like I'm an artist. Sometimes people as artists go to these producers and television shows with a pitch and this and that. And they either run with it or they don't, or they decide, hey, nah, that's not going to be it for us. But yeah, that's not a bad idea. And then they go off and take your idea and make it their own. And was like, yeah, we felt you away, but we just didn't like your direction. And so you look at it at the end, you be like, damn, that's exactly what I pitched to y'all 5 years ago. Now you coming out with it, really? Mm-hmm. And so that's
more
what I
like,
think Jermaine
more like 5
months
like, ago.
Well, you know what I'm saying? It could be sooner than that. But you know, it's like, well, damn, I came to y'all and I pitched that. You just didn't like my artist or the person who I wanted to host the show, who I thought had a great personality, would be great on that show. It turned out years later he was.
Okay, so hold on. The saga didn't end.
Uh-oh.
So obviously Bow Wow saw all that. I'm sure y'all can't read that. I'll read it. But Bow Wow saw the stuff that the brat put. So I'll read. Bow Wow and Stephen Hill had a talk. And Bow Wow posted this because he DM'd Stephen Hill. So Stephen Hill says, yeah, our memories on how 106 in Park was created differ greatly, in all caps. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji. Now, no one challenges that Bow Wow helped launch 106 to great heights. That is for sure true, but created by me, saying Jermaine Dupri saying that, might be a bit of an overstep for you. My man, love you always.
Yeah.
So that was Stephen Hill.
Okay. All of them, all of these folks could be saying the exact same thing. Mm-hmm. You didn't create it, meaning you weren't behind the scenes doing this, doing all the development work and the creativity we had to add to it. You didn't do that. I think JD was just saying, I pitched that idea to y'all. Mm-hmm. Y'all took that idea and ran with it and made it yours. Great. But let's not forget that I pitched it to y'all. Don't act like y'all had this going on and y'all came up with this on your own. I pitched it to you. You took it, didn't like my spin on it. You took it and made it yours. That's how I'm seeing this whole fight. So I think everybody's right. Bow Wow's right. Stephen Hill's right. JD in his mind saying, I pitched it to y'all. I'm right. I see everybody's being right here. I don't see a wrong answer.
Right. Yeah, I see shades of gray.
I see shades of gray, yes.
I mean, I'm sure JD.
Or a couple shades.
Where?
Oh, there's more?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. I am thinking that was the conclusion. Oh, here we go.
Can you see it? You want me to read it?
No, we see it.
He say, Bow Wow say, we live in a weird time when telling the truth is being rude or keeping it a buck is disrespectful. You can't be serious. Laughing emoji. I ain't even do nothing. Laughing emoji. I said it was a lie. Stephen Hill even came out and said it was a lie. Ha ha ha. How is that rude? Now lying and taking credit is cool. Come on, bro. Laughing emoji. I created Pepsi then. What the fuck? Laughing emoji.
And here's the thing. I think maybe JD, maybe he exaggerated his impact.
Correct.
Maybe there was an initial conversation. Maybe he was there and maybe they went on their ways and did the show and he went back to producing. But it's just like much ado about nothing. Like, I feel like they're kind of splitting hairs and, you know, like nobody is saying that Jermaine Dupri founded, created, signed off.
Right.
Or could he have been in the room when a conversation happened that said we need our own version of TRL? He probably could have. And I'm just like, why, you know? But I do appreciate Brad checking, you know, stepping in and saying we not.
Jermaine Dupri did say he created it, so let's not. That did come out his mouth.
Yeah. Okay. I said he was probably inflating.
Yeah.
The idea or exaggerating, which is I brought the idea to them.
No, I'm only saying that to say that just in case people think Bow Wow crazy or he just going off for no reason.
He's crazy.
He's responding directly to what Jermaine Dupri said.
I think they're splitting hairs.
I think they're splitting hairs. Yes. I think everybody's splitting hairs. Like, all right, dude, you were 12. How do you know what boardroom I sat in and pitched this thing? So come on. And if anything, you should sit down and be like, oh, I didn't know that, uncle, whatever you want to call him.
Right. What I call
you know,
him.
like, oh,
good looking. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I didn't know that. Wow.
You just thought of me that way.
Right. Especially the guy who helped launch you. So, like,
that's another thing Bow Wow been telling people lately. I don't know if y'all been seeing that, but he said people think Jermaine Dupri launched his career. No, he said it wasn't Jermaine Dupri. He said it was Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go splitting hairs again. See? So how is it that?
Well, no, it's not. That's actually the truth. It was Snoop Dogg.
See, there we go.
But then he gave him off. He gave him off to Jermaine Dupri.
Ding, 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 ding. Isn't that exactly what JD just said he did with 106 in Park?
What?
I have this thing, this whatever you want to call it. I gave it or the idea to BET or presented it to them, and they took it and ran off with it and made it a great show. Snoop had an artist, kind of sort of passed it off to Jermaine Dupri. Jermaine Dupri took it and ran with it. And so in the eyes of Jermaine Dupri, now I created Bow Wow. Yeah, you may have been the initiator. You may have been the original discoverer.
Yeah, Snoop gave him the name and everything.
Took that and made the creative person Bow Wow. I mean, I don't understand how Bow Wow doesn't see the exact same thing he's complaining about is what happened in his career. Snoop could come on right now and say, no, I created Bow Wow. JD would be like, whoa, hold on. I was the one in the studios 15 hours a day, redoing songs and stuff like that. Whoa, how are you going to take my creativity away? I think they're all saying...
Well, see, this is where I got to give you the history. Bow Wow's first album was with Snoop. It wasn't with Jermaine Dupri. His debut album.
Oh, okay.
It
I
was
didn't know
with
that.
Snoop.
Okay.
But how
Yeah.
many hits came
Snoop-
off of that album?
Snoop Dogg. That's when Bow Wow got big off the first album. So Snoop gave him the name Bow Wow,
Right.
or Lil Bow Wow. And he did that entire first album with him, creative process, blah blah blah, all that. And then after that, Jermaine Dupri comes in.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll stand
Yeah.
corrected then. My bad. All right. I thought it was a pass off. Like, here's a great artist. Work with him. Make him great. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Romeo, you knew about Romeo already. You knew about it. You know about it too, BJ?
I read or heard. Then you put something in the link in the chat or something that I had to read. I'm like, really?
I might have.
That was you.
Let me see. Man, it was a lot.
Because it's crazy.
It is. All right. This is the beginning of it.
I don't know how it started. I think I
know how it started, but I'm just pulling up. Okay, here we go.
I do know how it started. Master P made a post after
DJ Twitch,
committed suicide, and he was basically like saying, like, check in with people and all of that stuff. And
yeah, no, keep going, keep talking.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was starting to read what you was posting. So then it seems as though Romeo got a little upset and was like, yo, like, don't listen to this dude. Like he didn't even pay me when I first came out. I mean, like, he was just going in some places.
No. So his direct response to that post, that he didn't bring up the payment stuff until later.
Okay.
So he, like you said, Master P made the post about Twitch. Saying RIP, mental illness is real, things of that nature.
And check in on people.
Yeah, check in on people. Romeo said something like, I don't know why I didn't save the original one, but Romeo said something to the effect of, this is crazy. A man you don't even know, you can post about on your social media. But when my sister passed away, like, you've been neglecting me and your other kids, something to that effect. Like, Romeo has been like mentally beat up since his sister committed suicide. So that's where that stemmed from.
Mm-hmm.
But
okay,
here we go. No, he just called him out. He just called him out on it. He's saying, you making this post about DJ Twitch, you don't even know him, but you're not even here for your family. That's pretty much
what he was
paraphrasing.
Saying.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so here we go.
Because he's like really beat up about his sister.
Yeah.
Committing suicide.
Yeah. All right. And then Master P, after he called him out the first time, this is from Master P. This new generation of kids need to stop blaming their parents for everything. How do they think they got to where they are without their parents making sacrifices for them? Mental illness is real, and so many families are tragically affected by it, especially when there is added trauma like death of a loved one. Social media is not the place for healing. Son, I love you. Stop trying to get people to feel sorry for you, and let's come up with a solution. You can come talk to your father and your family like a man. You have kids too. No family is perfect, but together with God, we can heal and get through this. All right.
Man, Romeo.
This was my last straw, Pops. Stop trying to play the victim. I love you so much that I followed you blindly for 30 plus years. We've talked behind closed doors. You aren't the man who you paint to be, and why is it war? Because I refuse to follow your lead. You only want to protect your image, but the image isn't even real. And I don't need anyone to feel sorry for me, Pops. I'm truly a man of God. If you are really a man of God, then you will prevail in the end. Even when I share my truth, I've tried to keep things in-house. You are addicted to social media and unfortunately use this app as therapy. 3,000 plus posts. And when the world finds out about the finances outside of a gift or a car, I've never been paid for anything I've accomplished as Lil Romeo. Uncle C and Silk, C Murder and Silk the Shocker.
Mm-hmm.
You You only pay outsiders, rightfully so. They'll speak good on your name. I'm at peace because I can now speak my truth and help others. Mom was always right. Your pride is everything.
Boy.
And then he comes back.
And then I know, right, BJ?
Jeez.
So that was that. And after that, Romeo posted a long poem called The Tree of Trauma.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna read that, but he did that too. That was for like people with mental health issues and things of that nature. All right. What is this in response to? Dad, please. This is Romeo again. Dad, please stop reading the comments and editing your caption. I'm the one who set up the family meeting to talk after TT death. That meeting was regarding as disrespectful for being transparent. I pulled up to the crib time and time after that, and you deflect. I've texted you countless times, and you reply and deflect. Social media is the only way you communicate. Now you want to talk. Anything to protect that image.
Damn.
Yeah.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah. And then Romeo was also saying, all my siblings are broke, bro. Never even had money to afford college. And nothing is wrong with that. He just shouldn't paint a certain life that isn't real. One big house to stunt in is a minimum way of thinking. Let's see. Man, it's a couple more.
Yeah, I was reading a little bit. He was talking about they're spoiled and
All right, here's
entitled
Master
and they
P.
only.
Here's his response to that stuff I just read, Master P.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this was about DJ Twitch and about my daughter's death. This is heartbreaking. You just exposed that this is really about money, all caps. I watch other celebrities go through this. I'm not playing into this anymore. God knows the truth. I'm at peace. I work hard to get my family out the ghetto. Every time I fell off, got up and went to work, I didn't blame anyone for my failures. You started this social media rant. So what's your plan besides showing the world you're entitled, spoiled at 30 plus, and throwing a tantrum on social media? I never claimed to be perfect. I'm not afraid to admit I'm still growing as a man and as a parent. Everybody deals with death in different ways. I get it. I'm just an ATM for this family. I don't care about an image. The bloggers can have their lives this week. I'm going to keep working, keep praying, and letting God guide me. Mental illness is real.
Hey. Jeez.
And I am not an
sad day
ATM.
because I got to get out of character and put this on the internet, which I don't want to do. But I try to call my son. People say, why you call? I did. He don't call back. It's been months. So my question is to Romeo. Like, if you've been in the business for long as you've been in, and you're a 30-something-year-old man, and if you've been around me, watching me hustle and do my thing, why you not where you want to be at? Because that means you're not listening. That means you want to do your own thing. You done brought your own circle of people, but you can't get mad at me because I really thought this was about, the only reason I entertained this on social media, I thought that was about the DJ Twitch post I put up. And I thought it was about my daughter's death. I thought you was grieving. Mental illness is real. But I want to tell all the people out there that just don't understand how bad my heart hurt. Romeo lost a sister, but I lost a today a sad day because daughter. And for any parent that's going through this, because I know that it brings people closer together or it tear them apart. But I come from nothing, y'all. And I could go back. I'm cool with it. I won't be angry at God. I won't be upset. I won't go get mad and be disrespectful to my parents and none of that stuff. I just say, Dad, thank you for putting me in this world, now to get out and hustle and go do my thing. But that's the problem. When you take kids and you kind of like protect them from the real struggle and the pain, and you don't allow them to deal with their own consequences. And then when they grow older, you never gave me nothing. At 30-something, man, people could go back and look, you've been shining for a long time, son. All you got to do is pick up the phone and call me or come to the house and holler at me. The saddest thing about this is what the people want to see. They want to see destruction. So if you destroy me, what are you going to do for the rest of the family? Are you going to take care? You told me on the post that you put up, you go take care of people daughter in the community. That's what you're supposed to do when you come from that. You go help people. I'm just not helping ungrateful people. I'm not an ATM machine. People can't just say they love me when I give them something. I'm tired of that, y'all. And any other parents, you could be rich or poor at a smaller level. You might give your kid $10, but if that's all you got, I've always fell off, got back up, hustled, did my thing. I'm tired of all these blog sites and all this stuff, poking and having fun. Y'all can, but I'm about to go back to work and do what I got to do. I love my family. My door is always open for my son. To be honest, because we shouldn't have to go through this. And do this in love, and let's do this in peace. Because this is what the system wants. Think about it. We stronger together. But you older now. So you got to lead by example for the rest of the kids. And we're going to get through this. I'm just telling y'all, keep y'all prayers. We need it. And God going to do what he got to do. You know, I'm not going to come on here no more. So bloggers and everything else is cool. Whatever you want to deal with Romeo. Whatever y'all think he's saying is true or whatever, that's cool too. I can live with it. I'm at peace now. I had to speak my peace. Do this in love.
All
right, so it's one more thing. One more. Romeo, and then this is Marley Marl, where he brought up the money. He just now receiving his first check from Rap Snacks. Y'all remember the Rap Snacks? The chips? No? Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, so that's the Romeo and Master P saga, if you will.
So I'm gonna chime in and just say this, only because I have to go to the restroom. I'm gonna get my thoughts out. But it is like airing all of this on social media for what? Like, this is just a symptom of the fact that we have a culture that does not communicate. We don't know how to express ourselves. We don't know how to say what we need. And then when we want to say what we need, we got to say it to millions of people. In both of the situations, the Bow Wow and JD and this one. Like, what? Like, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding? If you got issues with your dad, you got daddy issues, then go to therapy, invite him there, and fix your family stuff. But this is not something that the entire world needs to see. And it's just sad because you're tearing apart families over social media. You can't talk. So and Master P says he called his son. He called him. He won't answer the phone, but you get online and put all these rants out there. And, you know, it's the same thing when you get in text messages, you text crazy stuff. Like, learn how to communicate and talk to people instead of doing all of this stuff that you can't take back. Like, both of them are very sad. It's just very frustrating. And both of them need to grow up, Bow Wow and Romeo. Grow up, go talk to people like men and air out your issues. But social media is not the format to do that. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Well,
go ahead, BJ.
Unfortunately, I agree, but that's an old school mentality. What you're saying is what we did, how we tried to settle things. But these millennials
just wouldn't talk.
And Bow Wow's Romeo's a millennial. It's social media is how people express things. Social media is how people do things. Social media is how athletes get out of contracts. Social media is how, instead of Murray, you know you're on mute, right? Oh, okay. Social media is
it doesn't make it right though.
We believe it's wrong, but that's how they grow up. They grow up expressing their feelings and letting things out and pouring their emotions out on social media. We grew up where maybe going and expressing your feelings is done on a therapy chair, or going to a person to talk to, or going to a family member or a friend and sitting down and expressing your feelings that way. They feel like social media, I guess, is that outlet for them. Now, it turns out that that's not how we handle it. But my point is, Master P should know better, because he should be our age, knowing how we used to just pick up the now forget social media. Come on, let's talk. What's going on here?
Toxic.
And the thing is with this whole social media thing, everybody knows that social media is inflated. Like, nothing is really, you can be whoever you want to be talk however you want to talk, say whatever you want to say, send the pictures you want to send, do all this kind of stuff on social media that you would not do in person. I say all that to say, yes, Charlotte said that people need to learn how to communicate. I agree 1000%. But the other part of that is that people need to be receptive to people who are expressing themselves. Part of the reason why people don't talk is because when people do express themselves, they get a lot of backlash and negativity, and people, it's not that you want people to agree with what you're saying. You want people to hear what you're saying and not be judged for what you're saying. So if you feel like you're going to always be judged or thought about in a negative way, you're not going to say it. So that's why people are not communicating. That's why the person on the, you need to be able to receive the things that people are saying so that they can feel comfortable in saying them.
No,
that's why people use social media, because they can just say it, hit send, and let it go. And at least they've gotten it out. So they feel better in at least having gotten it out. Not saying that that's the way that you should go. I don't agree that that's the place that you air your grievances. I feel like Charlotte said, people should learn to communicate, but part of communication is receiving what people said and not judging them for the things that they say.
But there's a difference. If I want to speak unilaterally to you, like I just want to get my message out to you, I can write you a letter, right? Yeah. I can send you a text, even though I don't recommend that either. Why do I need to go on social media where millions of people are reading what I'm saying to you?
No, I'm agreeing with you 100%.
Right, that's my whole thing. This is not everybody else's business.
I agree. Social media is not the place to talk. But like I said, one of the reasons that people don't talk to people directly is because of how people receive what they're saying.
Yes. Go ahead, Ellie. Because I got
okay. Let me give a different perspective here, because y'all are right. You shouldn't do that on social media. You should communicate better. However, most important thing, what I took from Bow Wow. See, I keep, like you, BJ, I keep mixing them up. Romeo, what he said, and part of, because he, on all these messages, he grieving. But the most important thing I saw him say was, when I've talked to my dad countless times, he's always deflected, and he's like deflected and ignored. He did say that. He can't get through to his dad when he has tried to talk to him about his sister and about this mental illness and about him being broke down from his sister dying. He's tried that, and his dad has not, been receptive to it. He hasn't put his arms around Romeo and, been a guy, a shining light, or covered him up like a blanket, or for better words. So I say that to say, now he sees Master P go on social media, and he sees him talk about DJ Twitch. So now Romeo thinks this, and this is just my perspective. Okay, I couldn't get through to my dad by the phone or by text. I couldn't get through to him. But I know a way I can get through to my dad. My dad loves social media, and I know that social media, once something goes viral, it catches like boom. It's gonna get a lot of clicks, a lot of clickbait. So now I got my dad to finally, I bet you they hash this out now, finally, because of this social media spat that they just went through. I bet you they end up talking to each other at home, hugging, kissing, and now they gonna be good. And I believe it's because of that other side that y'all may not be seeing. Like I said, I'm not saying it's right, that Romeo ployed and got his dad to, he bit the bait.
Okay, and I can buy that. That's a very, very great explanation for that. But what we're saying is we see it's funny because as we saw both messages go by, the only thing I could help to say was, damn, both of these guys are in pain. It was like, damn, I didn't even want to who's right or who's wrong. I just felt like, dang, like you were saying, I need y'all to sit down and talk, even if you can't talk to each other. Get a therapist in front of y'all. Go get Inyala Van Zandt. And Inyala, my life. Listen to somebody who has the knowledge to kind of sort of steer the conversation. Let Bow Wow get what? Damn it! I keep saying about Romeo get what he wants. See. Let Master P get what he wants and steer the conversation. They need to see a therapist, so to speak. And so my point is,
for sure.
I saw that and I was like, dang, this is almost cringy to listen to going back and forth because it's like neither one of them are. I didn't think either one was wrong. I just felt like, dang, y'all need to have this conversation. Yeah, why am I involved in this? I don't want to read this. Get this off my screen. I don't want my eyes. Like you guys are hurting. And I felt bad because it was like you could feel the pain from both sides. Like, damn, on the one hand, your son is saying this. On the one hand, as a dad, you're saying some things that I felt as a dad too. I'm like, damn, that is true. Sometimes your kids think you're an ATM. I'm like, so you feel some pain like this. And so I like you're saying, Billy, that may have been a ploy to try to say, hey, let me, you out here talking about Twitch, other people, but you got family members in pain. You got family members going through some mental rough times right now. And where are you? And that's great. I just wish they hadn't done it on social media. Like Charlotte was saying, go into a corner somewhere and
please duke it out.
See, as you were right when you said that thing about therapy, they're using social media in the place of a therapist.
Yeah.
Like, let's normalize getting help. Let's normalize mental health and self-care and not normalize this crap on social media. And that's the problem. This is becoming normalized. This is becoming okay. This is becoming, well, I can't communicate, so I'm going to get on social media and put all. That's not how you solve problems.
Correct.
That is not how you solve problems. You get attention. Yep, you got my attention because now you done put me out there, but you're not really solving the problem.
Yeah.
Let's normalize getting true mental health and therapy and self-care and understanding our own emotions and learning to express it versus the social media BS.
Correct.
Because one of the things that you do learn in therapy is how to communicate your feelings and how to listen to someone else when they communicate theirs. So social media is not going to teach you that.
No.
Nope.
Social media gonna take sides.
Right.
Exactly.
And everybody,
you're not solving the problem.
Everybody has seen like some like version of a TV show or some kind of show where they say, like, I like pink, and then the other person say, what I heard you say was that pink. You know what I'm saying? So
it's your favorite color. That's
right. That's not what I said. All I said was that I like pink. You know what I'm saying? So we've all seen that. So that's what you learn in therapy. You don't learn that on social media.
Yep. That is correct. So Romeo, Bow Wow,
Master P.
It was painful to listen to and watch. I said Romeo and Bow Wow. Romeo and Master P. I done had too many of these.
And you got like
mixing up all these artists.
Okay.
Oh, go get some help. Go stop chiming in, taking sides.
Go lay on somebody's couch.
You no, stop. Tell them both.
Go lay on somebody's couch.
Go on somebody's couch and get the help. Because I think there's love, and you can see the love in both. You just feel for the pain. That's the part that was like, this is painful.
Yes.
It's not.
Again, we love to watch. What do they call it?
A car crash.
A car crash. Yes.
All right,
Go ahead, fumble the bag.
Who fumbled the bag this week? Who fumbled the bag? Wait, I got
I was
theme
saying
music.
me.
I got theme music. Yeah, you did. You did a couple times. BJ, I got theme music just like you. You think you the only one that can?
Oh, okay.
Hold on. I fumbled the bag. Wait, what?
Hey. All right, I can get with you.
That sounds like a great song to send to an ex.
Oh.
You know what? I like that. And I'm going to let this rock out. I'm going to have it on repeat while
There
we
we go.
doing this. But all right, let's see. Let's get there. Let's get there. Who fumbled the bag this week? All right, y'all. Life Jennings. Life Jennings.
Okay, go ahead.
What I miss?
Life Jennings.
What the hell?
Okay, you gotta tell the whole story, Illy.
All
First
right,
of all, is he okay?
exactly.
What is happening?
What the hell
Wait,
going on?
Wait, let me get my girl back in here. Wait.
Yeah, you come with the bag.
Wait, y'all can't tell me Life Jennings ain't just sound like a state emergency alarm right there.
Exactly. I'm like, what the hell? It's
He sound like he is fighting for dear life. He is fighting for dear life. Whatever's going on.
Wait.
It was his
Hey,
last ditch effort.
poor woman who face he was screaming. She probably like,
right.
I paid for this shit.
I
Exactly.
was about to say, is this a paid?
That's what I was like.
Wow.
But wasn't that like an argument? Wasn't that like an argument he was having with Mario? Mario was like, "You can't compare yourself to me, dog."
Wait, you jumping ahead of the gun. Wait.
I'm
Oh
sorry.
Lord.
I'm sorry.
He better not have did that in Mario's present, because I know Mario would have put him out. I only know a couple of his songs, and none of them had that in it.
That's what I was like. What
Exactly.
Oh no. I don't know what he was doing.
All right. Let's get to a I'm sorry. This is one of the funniest fumble the
Oh,
bags
no, please
ever.
don't let Mario. 'Cause
It is-
Mario is mean.
Mario.
He's a bully.
Oh my
Mario
god.
is not a bully.
Oh
So
man,
this
you ain't see the verses? Mario.
So wait.
Well, because did you hear what they sounded like?
All Mario did was put shaking my head, which I agree with. I probably would have put the curse word emoji. All he
What
did was
did he
put
say?
shaking my head. He just put shaking my head.
Listen.
And Life Jennings said, that's why I fuck with the rappers. R&B niggas be fake as fuck. So much I could say, but my numbers speak for themselves and my rep do too.
No.
Hey, Life Jennings, not on this one, buddy.
Not on that one, dude.
Listen. Mario was a bully on the Versus. I don't know if y'all remember.
That was not being a bully. Did you hear Ray J? Did you hear Ray J?
He was so mean. I was dying laughing. I was like, "Oh my god!" And
he
earned the opportunity to because he sounded great the whole time. But
Omarion sounded like crap too.
I know he did. That's what I'm saying. Mario is gonna make you pay though. He's like Tim Misny with the eyes. I'm gonna make you pay. Mario's gonna make you pay. Don't mess with him. Don't mess with him. And if all he did was a little, just leave it alone. Because if you come out, he's gonna make you feel bad about yourself in life. So
he's gonna make you feel bad about yourself in life. LYFE.
Don't mess with Mario.
Listen, I can't believe he thought that was good.
I just know he
sound like an ambulance.
I cannot.
He sound like an ambulance.
And that song is ridiculous. And every time you play it, I'm gonna laugh.
Exactly.
Your theme song.
Right.
I know.
We're gonna be in Phoenix and we'll just be having a conversation and we're gonna play that song.
Yeah, and I'm gonna play it. Yep. All right. Oh man, that was great. Okay. All right, moving on.
That was funny, Illy.
That's bad.
Okay.
And they should get their money back. Okay, I'm done.
Oh, they definitely should. I'll personally refund them.
Yes, LYFE.
All right, who's next? All right, 45. Just a friendly reminder that 80 FBI agents had time to police free speech and memes at Twitter, but no one had any time to look at who was in Jeffrey Epstein's Black Book, sexually exploiting children.
When did he put that up?
This week. Now, this is why he fumbled the bag. Y'all see this?
Yeah, that's Jeffrey Epstein's girl. And that's him and Jeffrey Epstein.
And that's him and Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, guess who that is?
Yeah, that's him and
Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, look at that, y'all.
Yeah.
Who's that?
That's and the girl. Jeff and the girl.
Wow.
Yeah. So where my girl at? Where my theme song?
Yes.
Every Trump accusation is a confession.
It is.
You fumbled back.
45?
Come on.
How you gonna say that and they got all this evidence?
You hang with them. Birds of a feather flock together, right?
You were in his black book. How about that?
Exactly.
Birds of a feather flock together.
What's next, Illy?
Oh, I got one more, then I'm gonna let y'all go. I got one more. And BJ, this is in your stomping ground. Wait, let me cue up the music. Wait, I'll read first, then I'll cue up the music. So Chris Sims, one of the TV analysts, he says, there's just no way, this is about Jalen Hurts, there's just no way he's more valuable to his team than Mahomes, Burrow, or Allen. If you put Gardner Minshew in the Eagles offense, they still be really damn good. Wait, cue the music.
See, we can barely hear it, nephew.
Oh no, that's cool. He wanted to be
cool.
that.
All right, he wanted to be in the background. Okay. Yeah. So the problem with that statement is, and this is the problem with.
Go ahead, BJ.
Yeah, this is the problem with that statement, and that is when other players have good teams or surrounded by good teams, they're always wanting to applaud the quarterback. But because it's Jalen Hurts and because he's a running quarterback, I know, and because he's a running quarterback, they don't want to give him any props on being the. Oh, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody raves of Lamar Jackson and the system that he's in and how he and his running, and they designed a system perfectly to fit Lamar. Well, they designed a system to perfectly fit Jalen Hurts and the offense, and they happen to have a great defense as well, but he can't get any credit. That system is not built for Gardner Minshew. That system is a running system. It is a system built for like Lamar is in Baltimore. Gardner Minshew, they're going to have to change the play calling. He's going to have to be a pocket pass. They're not going to ask Gardner Minshew to run or draw up the middle. No, they're like, all right, we're going to put you in the pocket, throw some passes, and see what we can do with you throwing the ball. They're going to have to redesign their play calls for him because the system ain't built for Gardner Minshew. It's built for Jalen Hurts. Stop. Oh, my God. Now, I'm not saying that they don't have a good team. And I'm not saying they can't beat Dallas without Hurts because they are solid in all areas of the game.
Mm-hmm.
But don't lessen Jalen Hurts' importance because they have a good team. That's not fair. Because any other quarterback that had a good team around them, y'all will be heaping tons of praise on a quarterback.
Yep.
Why are y'all dissing Hurts like that? I don't appreciate that.
Exactly. Chris Sims.
Y'all like mine.
Brought to you by nobody.
Y'all, we got another one?
No.
Oh, that was it? Jenna, whoever you are, contact us.
All right.
Follow us.
Yes, follow us. Man, what a great theme song. All right. Who wants to go next? I will let you decide.
Let Charlotte go next because I have something to say after both of y'all.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, guess what? While she's over there eating Danishes, it is time for the hottest segment in podcast streaming. Brought to you by the founder of this segment, Charlamagne. Sponsored by Pure Life Water.
Pure Life.
Pure Life.
Another shameless plug that we will not get paid for.
Another shameless plug. Thanks for interrupting my eating, Mern.
You want some theme music?
Oh,
no theme music.
You want some hot girl music while you read off your hot hashtags?
No, I'm okay. All right. So we kind of dipped into my first hot hashtag a little bit earlier. Thanks, Mern. But our first hot hashtag this week is hashtag lock 'em up Liz.
Lock 'em up Liz.
Lock 'em up Liz.
And why is this a hot hashtag today?
So who is Liz, you may ask? Liz Cheney. Now,
that's right.
Let's go back to George W. Bush. Right, that one. Yeah,
yes.
Second one. And his vice principal? No, his vice president was Dick Cheney, right? So who would ever think that anybody along his bloodlines would be somebody that I would be rooting for? But his daughter, Liz Cheney, has been a beast with this January 6th committee. She has taken the lead. She has taken heat. She's gone against her people within her party, and she has really led this group to come out with some important information about our former leader, number 45. So right now, they are in the middle. Well, they're finished up their investigation. They're about to hand it over to the DOJ, Department of Justice, for those who don't know. And they have come up with 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of evidence that leads him to believe that somebody whose name rhymes with rump needs to be charged.
I mean, she do got a big rump.
So let's talk about what these potential charges should be. Number one, the first criminal statute we invoke for referral is Title 18, Section 1512C. We believe the evidence assembled throughout our hearings warrants a criminal referral of former President Donald J. Trump, John Eastman, and others for violations of this statute, which is obstruction of an official proceeding. That's number one.
That's number one.
Number two, hold on, because I was trying to have these in order. Second, we believe that there is more than sufficient evidence to refer former President Donald J. Trump, John Eastman, and others in violating Title 18, Section 371, conspiracy to defraud the United States. Number three, third, we make a referral based on Title 18, Section 1001, which makes it unlawful to knowingly and willingly make materially false statements to the federal government. And number four, the fourth and final statute we invoke is referral to Title 18, Section 2383. This statute applies to anyone who incites, assists, or engages in insurrection against the United States, or anyone who gives aid or comfort to an insurrection.
Yes.
So they are coming out tomorrow with their final report, but they've already told you what they're going to press for. They're sending these pieces of information. And this is what I learned this evening. They've already been sending this information to the DOJ. So there was kind of some controversy. They didn't want, their stuff to come out to the public before they start communicating with the Department of Justice. Well, they've already been sending their information over there to the special investigator, something Smith. I don't know his name, but
Jack.
So the walls are closing in on that former 45. And then even more breaking news, and then I'll let you guys jump in. Just about 9:00 this evening, right before we went on the air, did you know that the House Ways and Means Committee voted to decide to allow that 45's 6 years of taxes be released to the public?
Don't they control the House? Oh, they don't start till January. Yeah. I'm like, don't they control the House?
Committee. This is just the one committee.
Oh,
he's been fighting this for years. He has never agreed to release. He's always said he couldn't release his taxes because they were under audit.
Yes.
Guess what came out today? The IRS never audited him.
Yes.
What?
Oh.
Yes.
And now that's supposed to be, it's not a formal thing that's enforced. It's supposed to be something the IRS does.
2 presidents every year while they're in office.
They've never done it. So he's gotten away with all.
Wait. They're supposed to audit it.
Every single sitting president while they're in office gets audited every year so they can make sure that there's no conflict of interest or anything going on with their finances that would impede their decision making.
Okay.
And his never got done.
Why?
Who knows? I'm sure
you know why? Because he thought he didn't have to follow the rules. That's why.
So I say all this to say, shout out to Liz Cheney for leading this fight, for leading this cause. It was a bipartisan committee. And I don't understand. Like, something has to fall. Like, you cannot have this many investigations, this many potential criminal charges, this many FBI invasion. Like, something has to fall. So
I want to say something with regards to that whole thing, because they were talking on the news when they were talking about the whole insurrection. They were like, oh, so what about the giving aid and giving comfort? I don't know why anyone is confused, because I'm going to tell you when he gave the aid and when he gave the comfort. After the insurrection on January 6th, when he finally made the statement for them to go home, what did he say? He said, I love you. That's giving aid and comfort. He said, I love you to the people that attacked the Capitol. He said, I love you. Go home. And yes. No, it was during when he told them to go home.
I didn't think he said a word.
Yeah, it was like 2-3 hours later when he finally released a statement. He said, "I love you. Go home and always remember this day." The other time he gave aid or comfort is because when he announced that he was running for president again in 2024, he said, "If I become the president, I'm going to pardon everybody from the January 6th that day." That's giving aid and comfort.
Well,
so you don't have to sit up there and think or look for giving aid and comfort to an insurrection. First of all, he led it. We're going to just call it like it is. He led it. He was the one that told them, because the Daughters of the Confederacy or whatever, they had planned a rally on the weekend after January 20th to, protest Biden becoming the president. And when he said, "Oh no, come on January 6th," everybody changed their plans. They changed the whole thing from January 21st, 22nd, or whatever to January 6th because he said it.
Right.
So he led it. He gave them aid and comfort. And he still is today. And he still is also today trying to overturn an election. He just called dude in Wisconsin like 2 weeks ago. Like, hey, you need to have your state redo the 2020 election. It's 2022 and he's still talking about it.
So, y'all do realize though.
What?
We love some Liz Cheney. This is funny how before the Cheneys and the Bushes were enemy number one, and now we're like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Forget all about that Iraq war and stuff.
I know, like, yeah.
Okay.
Forget all that. The Bushes, y'all seem normal. I mean, y'all seem like great presidents compared to what we went through with Bush, which is why I sit up there and always blame the Republicans. Like, all right, really? This is the best y'all could offer? I mean,
this
seriously.
is the best y'all could offer.
Seriously. But I say all that to say, though, y'all do know he ain't spending one dime cent
for one day
in jail. He ain't. They already impeached him, which is like a
twice.
And what they gonna do? Slap him on the wrist again. So yes, this is all lock him up. This is great going into his campaign year. This is great because that's how they treated Hillary. Lock her up. Y'all remember that because of the email scandal on her servers, all that good stuff.
They're still looking for her server. What are you talking about?
Exactly. But
in the words of Uncle Phil,
what?
From The Fresh Prince, "I'm going to tie you up in litigation so long your grandchildren are going to need lawyers." That's all I want for him.
Exactly.
Tie him up.
Excellent point. That is a great. There we go.
After prosecution, after charge, after accusation, after evidence, I don't care. He doesn't have time to try to run for anything.
There we go.
Perfect. There we go.
I can't say nothing after that. I'm done.
Perfect. Bam. Hot hashtag number 2.
All right. Now I had a special request for this one. So I don't know the ins and outs of this case.
Oh, we're gonna she said case. I know what she's talking about.
So listen, when I grew up many, many years ago, there was a show called Dallas. And one of the biggest
who shot JR?
The biggest cliffhanger in Dallas was
television history. Who shot JR?
Who shot JR? And it turns out the whole next season was a dream and Bobby was in the shower. But whatever.
I know, right?
Exactly.
The point is, we are going to do hashtag who shot MTS. And what are those initials for? Meg the Stallion. So I'm going to go from this from a little entertainment perspective, and then I'm going to a little serious. I have not honestly been paying much attention.
Wait, Charlamagne, pause. I gotta play this. while you talk about this has to play in the background because this case is like a scripted TV show.
Oh man.
So let me find.
Tell me about it.
Listen.
Wait, y'all gonna like this.
I'm surprised he's not playing Snoop.
All right, go ahead, Charlamagne.
Turn it up
Murder
a
was
little
the
bit.
case.
But just so you can hear.
SBU.
Oh.
Listen, this case is a hot mess.
It is.
It's a media circus. It has lots of attention. Stories keep changing from the main cast of characters. There are 4 people there, and 4 people can't get their story straight to save their life. So obviously, Tory Lanez is on trial. Tory Lanez is the defendant in this case. He's the suspect.
Who?
Tory Lanez.
Tory
Okay.
Lanez. He's an entertainer. But part of his defense is to try to deflect it that maybe it wasn't him. Maybe it was really this girl, Kelsey.
Mm-hmm.
So just a lot of back and forth. But this is what I want to say. I'm going to go serious for a minute. Here's my thing. We all know that Black women are the most unprotected people on this planet.
Yes.
And so the fact that people are not taking this seriously, the fact that people are making it like okay that
Or
she
a
was
joke.
assaulted, the fact that they're bringing up who she slept with, whether or not she slept with them, what does that have to do with the fact that you shot me?
You got shot, right?
And my big toe. I mean, my pinky toe.
So that's kind of where I draw the line. And so the last person that I saw to come out was, of course, our boy Joe Budden, who we always talk about. He came out talking about she's a bad person. She did this to people. She did that to people. He don't like her. And all of this is just, you're deflecting from the situation. Even if she's not a nice person, what does it have to do with the fact that somebody tried to hurt her? And then if you listen to her, she said it's so bad she kind of wish she would have died that day rather than deal with what's going on in her situation. So as much as we want to, it's entertainment, whatever, there are two
Tell
people.
me what happened.
Okay.
How did she get shot in the foot?
That's
I got
what they're
you,
trying
I
to
got you,
discover.
DJ.
Go ahead, Illy, but that's what they're trying to discover.
I know,
Because
but
from what they said in court, Tory Lanez and Kelsey both had gunpowder on their hands. Go ahead, take it away, Illy.
Okay, so to respond to a couple things Charlamagne said. So the reason why the sexual relationship matters is because of the events leading up to the gun being fired and Meg Thee Stallion getting injured.
Okay, please explain.
So before we get to this point of while they're at trial anyway, they were at Kylie Jenner's house at a big party. Tory
Here we
Lanez
go with the Kardashians again.
Tory Lanez, Meg Thee Stallion, Kelsey, they all there. Now, Tory Lanez was smashing Kelsey. So at this time, Meg and Kelsey were best friends.
Okay.
Right? They were best friends at this time. So that matters. I had to throw that in there. Okay. Tory was smashing Kelsey at first. Tory and Meg get close. They start to have a sexual relationship. Now, why this is important is because, one, Meg went on an interview with Gayle King, and she said, and I quote, "We never had any sexual relations." Wait, she did the Bill
Clinton.
Yeah.
I've never had sexual relations with that woman.
However,
well, man.
Right, with that man. However, in court, I can't remember what she said exactly, but it wasn't the same as the Gayle King interview. So now people are like, okay, Meg, what is it? You lying or what happened? So what Meg does is she changes it to, oh, why does it have to be about my sexual relations? So back to why I was saying it does matter. The reason why it does matter is because of the events leading up to it. They got rowdy and ruckus at Kylie Jenner's party because it was reported allegedly, they found out there that the other been sleeping with the other one. So now they mad.
Okay.
Now you get back to the car. Now in the car, it's the driver. It's the driver, Tory, Kelsey, and Meg. Now they all arguing in the car. All this is reports, by the way. They all arguing in the car. Kelsey and Tory, going at each other. Kelsey and Meg going at each other. Meg, this is Tory Lanez about his music. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. It's just a whole lot of craziness going on in the car.
Shit show.
Yeah, pretty much. So what was reported at first was, well, Meg came on, this was during COVID too. Meg just came on social media and just went out there. I was shot. I was hanging out with a certain group of people and he shot me, talking about Tory Lanez. So that's what it was. And, people just going like, man, Tory Lanez he almost got canceled pretty much. It was close.
Right.
He
it
didn't.
Was a cancel culture.
Yeah, it was close though, but he didn't.
Right.
He slithered his way out of there. Okay, so now fast forward to the trial. So now they were saying it's inconclusive evidence of Tory Lanez's DNA on the gun. They're not saying that his DNA wasn't on the gun, but it's not on the gun. So you got that. Then they said
it's inconclusive. We can't be for sure.
We can't be sure.
Yeah. So then they said it was a female's DNA on the gun. So the witness, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, one of the witnesses was somebody that was living across the street while this happened. He stated that first he saw flashes, which he's saying from the gun. He saw flashes. He said, I saw flashes from a female first. I saw the flashes coming from a woman. Then he said, minutes later, then I saw flashes coming from the short guy. They referring to Tory Lanez because he's like Kevin Hart height. I saw flashes coming from the short guy. However, like I said, Meg Thee Stallion's thing is it's always been Tory Lanez shot me. So now we have Kelsey may have shot her, or Tory Lanez shot at the ground and the bullet fragments may have ricocheted into her foot, or she stepped on glass. It's been so many different theories. And then Meg Thee Stallion also said when Tory Lanez pulled out the gun and he said, dance, bitch, and then shot her in the foot. This is all from Megan Thee Stallion. However, when the guy played his audio, because he had audio outside, it's nothing of Tory Lanez saying dance, bitch. He's the only audio you hear Tory Lanez is like the N word and like the F word and saying shit. But
did he have the gun in his hand pointing at her feet?
Did he have
according to the video?
What they said in
it wasn't a video, it was audio. It's not video.
Oh,
what they said audio. In the trial was that Kelsey and Tory Lanez both had gunpowder on their hands.
Yes.
That's all they said.
Okay. So
but wait, here's another thing why I was playing the Law and Order music. The driver went missing.
Yes, like in the last couple of days, right before he was supposed to appear in trial. He went missing.
I'm telling you, that's why I was playing the Law and Order music.
Yeah, the police are supposed to be looking for him.
He was supposed to appear the next day. All of a sudden, he went missing.
He got paid off by somebody not to show up. Which side paid him off? Who knows?
Listen, so this is what they said do. They were like, put a brick on your drive and on your pedal and let it run into the tree and blow up, and you jump on the Greyhound bus to another Greyhound bus and then jump on the plane and be gone.
Nah,
but speaking of paying off, apparently one version of the story is that Tory Lanez tried to pay them off when it first happened. Which
Yeah.
is why Megan didn't
Yes.
say what happened, because at first
Yeah.
she said she stepped on glass. But my
Yeah.
whole thing is, yes, it's a shit show. Yes, it's
Yeah.
a hip hop soap opera.
It
But
is.
let's get down to the fact that somebody tried to shoot this girl, whether it was Tori,
Right.
whether it was Kelsey,
Mhm.
whoever. And I just hope that it doesn't get thrown out, or somebody's found
Oh,
out guilty and
it's-
there's no
it's-
consequences, because
Yeah.
But
But here's the problem.
So
They didn't try to shoot her. They shot her.
they shot
No,
her.
but
Right.
here's the problem.
so go ahead, because I have a theory on what happened from
Well,
all
I
that
don't-
I've read.
Okay, so from what you read, that's fine. But my point is, even from the story and the way you told me, it's going to be hard. Somebody's going to have to take the fall, and the other say, for instance, I'm one of the ones involved. I'm a Tory, but the other girl did it. I'm not going to jail for you.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
Exactly.
I'm not going to jail. So you need to either step up, or they're probably telling both of them, no, we can have reasonable doubt on both of y'all.
Yeah.
Right. And so why hasn't the other person stepped
not
up
gonna
and
find
said
out.
something?
We not gonna find out.
Somebody
shot her
needs to
if she
step
was
up and
shot.
say something.
So my theory from what happened is, because I believe we're not gonna find out, but what I think happened is, because they both had gunpowder on them, I believe Kelsey and Meg were arguing like they had the biggest beef.
Correct.
Tori was just in the middle.
Correct.
Because Kelsey, this witness also said this, BJ, Kelsey and Meg were violent with each other. Like they were,
They about to go to fight. Yep.
yeah, or they pretty much were, is what he said. And Kelsey grabbed the gun first. So
Yep.
what is she grabbing the gun for?
Where was the
Oh,
gun?
I'll leave that. Well, the gun was in the truck, obviously.
Okay.
She was pulling out the
So-
gun because she was like, "You ain't gonna take my man."
So
All right, whatever was
I-
said, Kelsey grabbed the gun first. So this is back to my theory.
Yep.
I believe, like Kelsey fired first. Did she hit Meg? We don't know. I believe then Tori took the gun from her, and then he was also drunk, and then he was just letting off shots like, y'all need to calm this down. This is my theory. He was letting off shots. Y'all need to calm this down. Just, he drunk and belligerent as well. And then boom. Guess what? Meg gets accidentally shot by one of the two.
I believe the outside party who said that they saw the woman with the gun first and then the short guy with the gun, I believe that story wholeheartedly. And if the girl was so drunk that she missed Megan Thee Stallion, she probably was like aiming at her. But Megan doesn't want to say anything about that part of the argument, because then it becomes, oh, y'all was arguing over a dude. And you just don't want that when you acting like you are the one, that B, and everybody wants you. You can't be arguing over a dude.
So I agree with Charlamagne in the sense that how the argument started, why we even arguing to begin with is irrelevant. I get that. What she's saying is, who the hell shot me? Period. One of you two Mickey Fickies shot me.
And
why we were arguing shouldn't even be the key. Is at the moment one of y'all grabbed that gun, one of y'all shot my damn foot. And I need to know, because one of y'all going to jail, who shot me. And so I get what you're saying, Charlotte. Why we got to keep bringing the sexual part of it and the threesome. I understand it was a big argument. No matter what the argument was about, one of y'all grabbed the gun and shot me. Damn it.
But I believe that it had to have been the boyfriend, because if Kelsey had shot her and she was bleeding, he would have had no reason to keep firing off bullets, like stop the argument, because the argument is over.
She didn't realize she was shot immediately.
Okay.
Nope.
But to me, that would be me. If my foot is shot, argument is over, because now I'm worried about my freaking foot.
No, because she walked away and everything. And then once the police got to her, then she realized. Like, oh shit, I'm bleeding.
Because her
My foot
adrenaline
bleeding.
has stopped running.
Her adrenaline, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once your adrenaline goes away, the pain kicks in.
Yeah, the pain kicks in.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Marley Marl, that I had to say that because she didn't realize it in the moment. So
Okay. All right.
like I said, I think Tory took the gun like shooting off shots. Like, y'all need to calm down. I think he took the gun from Kelsey.
Yeah, he did.
And
That's
shot
what
her.
it sounds like from
Mhm.
the third non-biased party. I'm sorry, maybe
Mm.
fifth, because it was 4 people there. So that non-biased party who didn't have a stake in the game, he's like, this is what I saw. This is what it was a girl first. She was shooting, and then the guy he was
took
shooting
the gun from her.
and then
I'm imagining Meg still trying to come after her. He's shooting down at her foot like, yo, chill.
yes,
Shot hit the ground, ricochet, whatever, or
Yes.
missed, or shot her in the leg, thinking he was shooting at the ground. I know
Yes.
this is all my TV Law and Order playing it all out in my head, but I agree with you, Illy. I think that's exactly what happened. That she shot first. He took the gun from her. Megan's still trying to approach the girl. He's like, yo, chill, bop, bop. Shoots at the ground. He ain't trying to shoot her, but just trying to get her to stop with the nonsense.
right. Stop being aggressive.
And boom, got her.
So this is why she was aggressive. And I see you shaking your head, Charlamagne, because her stylist was also at the party with them, and he testified
And said
he told Megan countless times, like over 10 times, leave this party because she was drunk, she was belligerent, she was aggressive, she was angry, and she wouldn't listen. So yes, I'm just
they all got in the
saying
car
that.
together?
No, not the stylist. The stylist wasn't in the car.
The 3 of them still got in the car together.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look, Megan, you got you got enough money to catch an Uber. I'm like, I don't care if
Well,
the Uber
no, she
goes
had
a 3-hour Uber ride.
No, she had every intention of approaching him because she is Megan
Oh yeah,
Thee
she wanted
Stallion.
this.
Like you don't ever do anything like that to me. Who do you
Yeah.
know who I am?
He's the guilty
I
one. According to you, wasn't he seeing her, the other girl first?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
The
Megan's
report,
another
the
woman.
report is
You
he
don't
was with
get no-
Kelsey
You don't
first.
have no rights.
That's the
So
report.
he probably was saying to her, I ain't seeing her no more. And so then when they found out they were both still sleeping with him, she got an attitude like, I thought you wasn't seeing her no more, and you, why is you, and then you, and she probably was mad at both of them.
Hot
a
mess.
ratchet mess.
But don't let that distract you from the fact that a crime was committed.
Ding,
And-
ding, 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 ding. And that's what I'm
Somebody shot her.
saying. Bottom
Somebody
line
shot her.
is,
I'm with
somebody
Meg on
shot
that
her,
side all
take
day.
your ass to jail.
Yeah.
Somebody
Whoever
shot her.
Whoever
needs to
shot her,
pay
go to jail.
consequences.
She
Yeah.
was
And
still angry.
no, just because I'm Megan Thee Stallion, I'm not putting any money on your books.
No. Oh no, I'm not gonna bail you out if you shot me. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah. However, what about this? And this is the last thing before we move to the next segment. Because I'm a big proponent of, I hate it's not perjury, but false accusations or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
She has said over and over Tory shot her. So this is why I'm asking this, because first she said my back was turned when I got shot. My back was turned when they shot. When I heard the gun go off, my back was turned. She also said this. So she claimed she didn't see the shots, but she said she was shot. But she also said Tory Lanez shot me. Now, what if they have conclusive, we're not going to get it, but I'm just saying, in a hypothetical world, what if Tory Lanez didn't do it? Should she be at fault for something, culpable for something? Or are we just going to say, she got shot?
The problem is she gave 2 explanations. So they would have a hard time pinning her down. If they find out it was not him, she'll say, but look at my testimony. I said I had my back turned, so I don't really know. So she has plausible deniability.
Why was her back turned?
I don't know. That's the
what
story
she
she
said.
told.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she said.
That's plausible.
That's why we're never BJ. That's why we never gonna find out, because you can.
He's
Tory
taking
Lane's lawyer gonna just point to that. Her back was turned,
Mm-hmm.
and then he gonna point to certain things.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah, I'm leaning more and more. She don't want to testify against him.
Right.
So she gonna say his back was turned.
Right. She said,
but she's like, look, Negro, get me out of this. You shot that woman. Why you take this?
He probably shot her mistakenly, trying to keep the two of them
from killing each other. Yes. Still, take that fall. I'd be mad as hell looking at him like, you really gonna keep me involved in this? Like,
but you know what? It wouldn't be of this if they had worked it out before this whole court thing. It wouldn't be as this. They couldn't work it out. That's why they're in court right now.
Nah, I think the cops took it over. I think the cops just
somebody has to press charges, B.
Yes, a gun was fired. A gun was fired. Somebody was bleeding. The cops are going to press charges. You don't need.
The cops are pressing charges against who?
One of them too.
They walk up on the bloody scene. No, what I'm saying is Megan would have had to press charges up against them. The cops can't just press charges against citizens for bleeding.
Yeah, she doesn't care which one of them go to jail. One of y'all going to jail, damn it.
Because somebody shot me.
Oh, man.
So that's what I mean. Like, somebody had to press charges. And if they had worked it out behind the scenes, there wouldn't be any charges to press. She would have just went and got her foot fixed and said, don't do this shit no more and all this stuff. But they couldn't work it out. So that's why she pressed charges.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
Now, launching the segment where we shut down all podcast streaming, because whatever she says goes. That means stop what you're doing, stop filming, stop recording, cut your TVs on, cut your phones on, and go to Too Smart For Me, because what she says goes, and I'm going to bring it in like this.
I know you're going to dig this.
Okay. So this week we're going to talk about what we've been talking about pretty much all day today. And that is number 45. I was trying to wait and I was trying to hold off on talking about him. But when he released that emergency address, like I need to make a statement, and this whole press release thing. Illy, can you just roll the tape? The best thing I can say is just roll the tape. When he did this, I was like, okay, Marley Marl has to say something about this.
Oh, this right here.
Yes, this right there.
The trading card?
Yes. This is for all of those who has not seen what his great announcement was. It wasn't that, I don't know, because he already announced that he was running for president again. And I just want to say that we all know that number 45 is an attention whore. We all know that. He announced that he was running for president before anyone else, because all he wants is for people to be talking about him all the time. So this is his latest way that he devised to have people to talk about him all the time. But let me know when you're ready with the tape, Billy. What I want to say is what Marley Marl says is, I'll say that after we play the tape.
These cards feature some of the really incredible artwork pertaining to my life and my career. It's been very exciting. You can collect your Trump digital cards just like a baseball card or other collectibles.
The cards will cost $99 and you can pay for it with a credit card or crypto. I apologize.
Exactly. He was laughing. I had to laugh because I'm like, he couldn't hold it in. I'm like, are you serious?
Y'all need to find a clip that shows like the examples of the cards.
I think I sent that too.
The one it's one in the tuxedo.
You saw no, they
showed
the
cowboy, the one in a cowboy outfit.
They showed the one in the tuxedo, but none of them are his physique. It's all him and how he thinks he should be
slim down,
personified, or when he's a cowboy with all the muscles. But this is what Marley Marl says about number 45. Marley Marl says that the people who follow him are not his supporters. They are his fans. And that's a difference. Because if you're a supporter of his and you don't agree with the things that he says, you'll say, I don't know, that's a step too far. Like a whole lot of Republicans were supporting him until January 6th. And they were like, that was a step too far. Because they were supporters. When you're a fan, you accept any and everything they do. And you're like, I don't care. That has nothing to do. I love him. He makes statements. He makes me laugh. I think he's just, well, no, I don't think he's a racist. He was just joking. All of that. That's what fans do. They justify and they try to excuse a lot of the behaviors. But when you're a supporter, if you don't support the things he say, that's when you jump off the train and you go elsewhere. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Do y'all believe the people that are still following him, his supporters or his fans? And according to the definition that I just gave y'all, I say they're his fans.
Okay, who wants to go first? Charlamagne?
I agree in that I believe they are fanatical.
Yeah,
there we go.
He can do no wrong. They have no judgment. They don't hold him to any standards.
Correct.
They just blindly follow whatever he says. So I agree. Like I don't even understand the purpose of the baseball cards aside from making money. He's just trying to make money.
Card. It's an NFT.
He's an attention whore.
A virtual card, I guess. I don't know.
Yes, virtual.
But yeah, if you don't see the writing on the wall at this point, if you haven't examined even his, if you follow him politically, whatever, but even his business dealings, they've exposed the Trump University and how that was a fraud. And there's just so many layers to the things he does that isn't authentic, that if you do choose to ignore all that, then you're either in a cult or you're fanatical. But there's no judgment levels at that point. So,
by the way, it's sold out.
The crazy baseball cards.
I don't believe that.
Wait, is it fake news? Is that what you're saying?
He's just saying that so that he can feel good about himself.
Yeah,
now,
I believe
he has millions of followers, but not millions of followers who are going to just pay $99 for one card.
Absolutely. You just said it, Mern. He has, Charlamagne just said it. He has a fanatical following, which means I can sit up here and go to the beach and say, each one of these grains of sand, I will sell you for $1,000. and they would all think it's the purest grain. And all I did was take a cup and go, whoop, hey, and I'm gonna sell you, and they would buy it. It doesn't matter because they're fanatical. You hit the nail on the head. I couldn't think of it. It's a fanatical fan base. As we all say the joke, oh, I could sell snow to an Eskimo or all that good stuff. Or I can sell sand to an Arab. Was that like wrong to say that? I don't know. But, you know,
Lord have mercy.
Cancel culture. Cancel culture.
So listen, I'm just saying he is that. He is that person that can sell his fan base anything. He can lift up this little bottle cap and say, for those of you who send me the first $1,000, I will mail you this used bottle cap. And they do it. It has no rhyme or reason. It's just because. We love Donald Trump. It's almost.
They love Donald Trump. The man.
Towards
not the. Because what does he stand for? Like, what's his platform? Can you say?
They
exactly.
Don't know, and they don't care.
They don't care.
Reasonably want to analyze it and actually dig deep and put their brain power into it and realize, because you've seen the guy on the Daily Show. The Daily Show,
yes.
The guy who does the interviews.
Yes.
He always goes up to a Trump
yes.
fan and he interviews them and he asks them questions.
No sense.
And they all say like, and they don't realize that you're really not making any sense. You know that, right?
Right.
But they don't care. It's like
they don't care.
Blindly follow. Fanatical. Thank you. I'll set my piece.
That's facts. I'm with Charlamagne and BJ.
There we go.
I don't want to get 45 attention.
There it is. You know, listen, I was trying to avoid talking about him, but after he did those cars, I was like,
I'm going to buy one. Let me go online right now.
You know
what? To get you an NFT.
Extra $99 laying around.
I ain't giving him
you know that if you buy that card, you are entered into a drawing to have a Zoom session with him.
Let me see here, boy.
You might get to see him on video.
Boy, I can see all the hate mail I would get. I think Howard would take my degree.
That's facts.
Like, yo,
they would take everything. Your black card wouldn't be a Kappa anymore.
Oh man,
all of that would be gone.
That's funny. Y'all literally both picked the cups up at the same time and were drinking at the same time. Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Marley Marr. Thank you for letting the podcast world shut them down and let them know what you say go.
What I say goes.
Agreed.
We all agree. If y'all don't agree, leave us a comment in the comment section.
New York City. You are now right.
All right. So before we get to that, you about to take another shot, right?
Oh, wait. Shot time.
Oh,
shot.
While we take the shot, viewers, while we take the shot, subscribe, like, comment, share.
Everybody.
I got a new bottle today.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Ooh, hen dog. Not that hen dog.
Oh, shiggity.
And our hosts with the most. Did we give a shout out to our friends over at Chopping It Up?
Chopping It Up in the kitchen.
They shouted us out yesterday. They were
Shout
back
out
live.
to Allie Mo, Lord have
Oh, I
mercy.
missed
Big
it.
Bro Joe.
Yeah, they're back. They're
Chopping
back.
It Up. Did they release a new one?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They released one last night, and I caught them.
Snap! I did not see it come
Oh,
across.
did
my
you see it
YouTube.
live, Charlotte?
Mm-hmm. They shouted us out, so we got to get them back, and we got to set up our match.
Chopping it up. What up?
What up,
man.
y'all?
Yeah.
We are ready for our next matchup. Are y'all ready?
We gonna do that.
see
We
you,
gonna do
Big
that
Bro
here.
Joe,
Did we
Allie
We gonna
Mo.
do a big collaboration here.
It's been so long.
I
Have
hope
we
y'all
won
ready.
one yet? Did we win one yet?
The first one.
Oh yeah, when
Wait, we
That's-
can do it there.
that's-
That's next
that's-
week.
That's the one that BJ wasn't a part of.
yeah, I
Ever
wasn't
since
a
then,
part
we've
of
been
it.
losing.
Oh, maybe I'm the mush.
right.
We haven't won one since.
You might need to take a nap.
I know, like I need to sit this one out.
I don't even remember which. Are we Team Whitney?
We are Team Whitney.
We got
Now listen,
Maybe we should
y'all.
go see the movie then, so we can get inspired.
But wait a minute, y'all. Now y'all know. Y'all know I was the only one that said I wanted to be Team Mariah, right? Because Mariah Carey has more #1 songs than any other artist in the world.
I agree.
Y'all,
but
I'm
they
just
can
saying.
only pick
More than
15.
Taylor
When you start playing her #1 songs, y'all gonna be like, ooh.
But
Did
they
like
can only
that
pick
song. Ooh.
15. She might have 30. They can only pick.
She does have about 30.
Well, they can only pick the best. They better pick the right 15. Because as soon as we hit, and we'll always love you.
The Amber
Done, lost.
Alert
It's
is going
over.
off.
It's a wrap. Done.
You said the what? Amber
The
Alert
Amber
again.
Alert is going off. for me.
You gotta call me Life Jennings. He did.
Wait, did you say you're gonna be Life Jennings?
You just called me Life Jennings. Gambler.
Amber
Alert.
Emergency.
Really?
State of emergency. State of emergency.
Please call 911.
B, you gonna hit that note and drop the mic?
Oh, I said I'm about to be Life Jennings. If he can get you see the person in the corner with a claw in them, like, yeah.
He was like sexual chocolate.
Yes. I will get some applause. when I sing Whitney.
Wait.
No,
Does
okay.
BJ know what movie that's from?
Sexual chocolate.
B,
You know he don't like Coming to America.
B,
So
there's
that's why.
nobody over there.
That's the wrong way.
This is going to be backwards on film. When y'all
No,
watch
No,
it,
it's not.
No,
yes,
it's
it
not.
will.
But you know it's not backwards this.
Yeah, the only thing is not.
That's not gonna be backwards. Boo hiss and booey.
Exactly.
We
You're on
doing
shot
our
number
shot.
17 over
I
there.
didn't have more than one shot.
Well, I'm finishing my
More than 7 shots.
woo. Okay, so
Who's off tomorrow? Are you guys all off tomorrow?
oh no, I gotta work.
No.
I gotta be at work at 8 a.m.
This seemed like a bad idea.
Yeah, I gotta be at work in 6 hours.
We need to do an algebra equation. If the light songs are over 7,
If 3x
then
plus
divide it by 2, subtract 1.
equals the
And then
time
equals to-
permitted
Exactly,
for one
one
conversation divided by 4 people.
Exactly. That's our shots for the night.
All right, good question of the day. Come on.
Oh, sorry, y'all gotta go. Yeah. Well, this is my theme music.
I just wanna chill and twist the lie. Catch stunts in my 745. You drive me crazy, shorty. I need to see you.
All right, go ahead.
So y'all
BJ.
asked me this question. Did I ask this already? If so, then I got a new question. I've been keeping with the holiday theme, so I'm going to skip the holiday theme this week. Are we meeting next week?
Yes.
All right, I got another holiday question.
We're meeting in person.
No,
Yes.
we're not.
Not next week.
We will-
Not next week.
Oh no, not next week.
We doing it when?
We're not meeting in person next week?
That would be the 26th or the 27th.
That's
27th.
Christmas. Are you going to be in Philly for Christmas? And are we all going to be in Cleveland and Phoenix?
I will be in Cleveland on the 26th.
Yes. So my question is, wait, before I ask my question, are we meeting next week?
I get out and kill a nigga cat, chill and drive.
Yes.
I'm asking questions to find out how you feel inside.
Wait, are we meeting next week?
Yes. Are we doing?
Oh, like, are we doing a podcast? Yeah.
In the bed if I use
Okay,
my
so
thumb,
I'll save that question. So my question is, tell me if I've asked this one before because I get confused.
Go do what you like. I know you like that.
I want you to tell me who in history
Would you love me if I was down?
That is.
But you still have love for me, girl.
Could be recent history, could be past history. Who would you love to have had dinner with?
Now, would you leave me if you fall?
Is this,
A person
so this
in
is living or
history.
dead?
Dead. They have to be dead. My
Oh,
next
have
person
to
might
be
living.
dead?
They have to be dead.
Oh, okay.
If think back in time or recent time, doesn't have to go all the way back. Who would you have loved to have dinner with to have a conversation?
When you asked me about it, I said it
Who is that person? That is the question of the week. Audience, put your answers in the group chat. Who is your person that is no longer alive that you would love to have dinner with?
Famous or not famous?
Does not have to be famous.
But you still have love for me, girl. It's easy to love me now. Would you love me if I was down and out? But you still have love for me, girl.
All right. Those are your questions. Who's going to go first?
I'm going last this time.
Nobody wants to go first.
I'm still thinking.
I got my answer.
Oh, here we go.
I don't have mine.
This, Illy says, if this person were alive or living, I would love to sit down and have dinner and conversation with. And it is
Byron Brown.
Byron Brown. Oh, y'all don't know that, audience. Byron Brown. Oh.
Yes, Byron Brown.
Byron Brown. Oh, good for you. All right. B. All right. Okay, who's going to go next? Wait, I got to point this way or this way. Wait.
So that's why I asked, is it a famous person or not?
I was thinking famous, but he went personal. That's fine.
He went personal.
But if you want to go personal, I cannot stop you. This is a question of the week. You answer it as you deem appropriate.
So for audience sake, I'll go more public. But of course, I've lost several close family members that I would love to have the opportunity to talk to one more
time. Yes.
But for this context, I am going to say Martin Luther King.
Martin Luther King.
I'm going to tell you. So I went to Washington in October, and I did the little quick trail before I caught my plane back home to try to go see some monuments, and I finally found his monument. And so part of his monument, there's a couple things about his monument that you don't get just from the picture. So number one, there's like quotes all the way around. His quotes. But nothing from the I Have a Dream speech, because that's too, I won't say too commercial, but too well known. But another interesting part of that monument is the fact that he comes out of the mountain of despair. So there's this mountain, his piece is cut out, he comes out of the despair. And it's kind of like this image of light and hope. And his legs are not finished because like the journey always continues. Like it's never finished. So it's so much imagery and amazing stuff in it. But I would just love to talk to him about his vision and his resiliency and what made him not give up and what made him just have the aptitude to go as far as he went and to keep fighting no matter the obstacle, the people who are against him, you know, the plots and all of that. So that's who I would spend my time with.
Excellent. Martin Luther King. Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, MLK, baby.
Okay, so like she said, of course, we would all love to speak to a loved one, but we're keeping this, you know,
You can say I love him if you want.
No. I mean, that goes without saying. We would all say somebody like our grandparents or, like a Bruce G or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that goes for the purposes of tonight. Me and my science math mind, I am torn between Isaac Newton and Galileo. And that is because I am so amazed by the stars and the galaxy and everything that's out there and what's beyond this planet. I am just so intrigued. I really want to work for NASA. Like, for real. Like, I am like, but I want to know why Isaac Newton came up with his 3 theories of relativity. You know what I'm saying? Like, energy is not destroyed. It only changes form. You know what I'm saying? Like, what made him come up with all of these things? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's sitting up under the tree, the apple hits him on the head. He comes up with the theory of gravity. You know what I'm saying? I just want to talk to him about how he came up with these things and what made Galileo create a microscope, because you can almost like look at Jupiter and like see that it has a ring like from here. And you know what I'm saying? Like, every time I look at the sky, I can see, I'm like, that's Jupiter right there. I get out I got Sky View on my phone because I'm a sky nerd.
You're like a sky nerd. Okay.
Yeah. So I just put it up there and it'll be like, yep, that's Jupiter. And I'm like, yeah, because you can tell that it's Jupiter from Earth. You know what I'm saying? So I just I don't know between the two of them whose brain I would want to probe more.
Okay.
Because I love the skies and I love math and science.
So this is really, really tough because so many characters in history I'd love to sit down and have dinner with and talk to and all that good stuff. But there is one. And guess who I'm going to say?
Who that is?
Jesus.
She got it.
Who she say?
Yeah, why, Charlamagne? Why on earth did you know that answer? That is not.
Wait, what'd she say?
She said Jesus.
Yes.
Wow.
How did you know this? At any rate, you just know this. At any rate, I need to know. I need to know answers. I need answers.
What he knew
on heavenly.
You want to know what he knew and when he knew it.
What did you know and when you knew it? I need to know why you spoke in parables. Speak, wait, and then don't answer me in parables. Like, did you heal Lazarus? Well, what do you think?
Maybe you did.
I did. Don't give me the old Jedi mind trick. I need straight up conversation. We're having some wine because you drunk wine. We're gonna have some wine,
some bread.
Water.
We're going
I
to
didn't say drunk Jesus. I said Jesus. I didn't say drunk Jesus.
We're gonna have some fish because I presume you love fish and bread. So we will have some. I'm gonna toast my bread though. I don't know.
I'm gonna toast my bread.
Toast his bread.
So I'm just saying, we gonna talk and we gonna have some philosophical arguments, some discussion, some debate. I want to pick your brain, and don't give it to me in parables. Make it plain. Just get straight. Say it. So it would be Jesus Christ. How did you know it was gonna be Jesus? I'm mad that I said that you guessed that. I'm really mad at you for that. Yes, but that is my question. Those of you, that is the question of the week. Put it in the chat.
Who do you want to have dinner with?
Be it character, family member, it could be anybody. say that person you would love to have dinner with to discuss philosophical or just have a conversation. But y'all know me, I'm a questioner. Oh, I got about 1 billion questions, and I want all those answered.
It would be a long dinner.
Oh, it's gonna be. That's what I said. We'll probably. She's right. We'd probably be drunk. So I'm like,
yeah,
yo,
because we're drinking wine while we're doing
bartender,
it.
next round. I'm not getting it, G.
Now.
Gotta say it again.
Would you love me if I was down and out? Would you still have love for me, girl? It's easy to love me now. Would you love me if I was down and out? Would you still have love for me, girl? Could you love me on the bus? I'll ask 21 questions, and they all